So how to creating numpy, what is meant by numpy, how to creating an array. Okay, generating an arrays, how to generate arrays using built-in functions. What are the advantages of arrays? All those things we have to discuss in this session. What stands for numpy? Numpy stands for numerical Python. Stands which one? NumPy stands for numerical Python. It is a fundamental package or it is a fundamental library for numerical computations in Python. Numerical computations in Python. It supports n-dimensional array. That means we may creating array with just like two-dimensional array means n number of rows and m columns or three-dimensional arrays. So if you want to creating n-dimensional array objects, okay, so best library in Python is the NumPy library. It supports different data types also. Clear? So mainly the NumPy can be used to perform mathematical and logical operations. Don't perform in mathematical and logical operations on arrays, we are using the NumPy. Fourier transformations, linear algebra operations, just like inverse, okay. Some type of linear algebra operations we want performing, we are using the NumPy. And also random number generation. It can play an important role while solving the problems. Okay, if you want to generate the random number, you need the random. Quickly, I can give an example. Okay, for example, when we are logging into a particular website, okay, so after completing registration, for validating the user, we are getting some OTP to our mobile for the registered mobile number. How that OTP comes? Okay, so when we are click on a login button or some register button, on that register page we're having some mobile number. Okay, so and when we are clicking the register button, okay, so internally we will use some random function. The random function can generate some random number that can be again displayed to the user. Okay, so the random number generation having plenty of advantages that we have discussed in the coming sessions. So for random number generations, we can also we are using the NumPy library. Okay, so first one is how to creating an array. How to creating an array that we will discussing first. Okay, so the first one is if you want to import any library in a Python, we are using the statement called as import. Import is a one keyword. That keyword is used to import, okay, a library or a package. What the package contains? A package contains a set of methods. Okay, so import here. I would like to import NumPy library. Okay, NumPy. So we are giving some alias to the NumPy library as some NP. Okay, that means this NumPy library contains some set of the methods. So all the methods of NumPy library we are accessed with this NP. With this NP. So what is the libraries? What is the methods that are included in this NumPy library? All these methods are accessed with this NP. Okay. So if you want to use any operations or if you want to use any methods of the NumPy, first we have to use this import statement. Just like in C++, if you're using any predefined functions, we are calling some header files. Just like in C programming, we're using hash include stdio.h. Okay, just like for example, C++ hash include iostream.h. Okay, so that's why the like that to you if you want to use any numpy operations, first we have to import that library. Okay, so here I would like to use the numpy operations. That's why first importing this numpy library. So first I would like to creating array. Okay, so first create an array. So if you want to creating an array in numpy, okay, so we are using, if you want to creating array with some collection of collection of elements, okay, so that can be, we can display it as np dot creating array. We're having some array of, it creates a list of elements, so 2 3 comma some 10 comma 20. So if you want creating an array, we're having the method called as array method in a np library, that is np dot array of 2 3 10 20. If I can assigning this one, or if you want to execute this one, it can creates, it creates an array with the elements to, sorry, first we have to, it can display an error, okay, because first we need to execute this import statement. First I can run this import statement. What are the import statements? Import numpy as np. Okay, so it is tick mark. Green tick means successfully executed. Then I can assigning this one to, for example, some n equal to like this, executed. So if you can try to display this one, some n like this. So what the output? 2 array of 2 comma 3 comma 10 comma 20 is the output. Likewise, we are creating an array, creating the array. Okay, so likewise we are creating an array. Now there are different type of operations are there. For example, line space, okay, end range, rand, such type of methods we're having in a numpy library. So let's quickly revise what the meaning of each and every library. Clear? So likewise we are creating the numpy array. We must print that x. Okay, so now we can also create an array with some category entities. Different types we also place in an array. For example, 2, 3, n, and 5. Four different types of four elements I can maintain in an array. But in this, I can take some n is some string type. So string is high. Okay, arrange. Okay, start equal to some 10, stop equal to some 20. I can given is what's called step count is, for example, some 2. Okay, let's try to run this one. Then try to display the value NA. It can maintain an array with step count is how much? A difference is 2, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, up to 20 it can displaced. Okay, this is also another method. Okay, so arrange method and line space method. Okay, so now next one more method is we are having called as random method. Okay, let's see that one. Okay, and okay, if you want to generating array with ones, or if you want to generating array with zeros, we're having the method called as ones method, and also we're having the zeros method. Okay, so the syntax is numpy dot ones of shape comma date d type. Shape means an integer or a sequence of integers. D type means which type of data I want to display. By default is a float type. Okay, so for example, I want displaying, okay, ones with 3 rows and 4 columns. If I want to displace the elements with 3 rows and 4 columns, simply we given as np dot ones of, okay, 3 rows comma 4 columns. Here I'm not specifying any d type. That's why by default is float type. Let's the output 1.1.1.1.3 rows. First row, second row, third row with 4 columns. First column, second column, third column, and fourth column. Okay. So likewise, it can display 3 rows and 4 columns. Likewise, zeros also. 3 rows and 4 columns. Okay, 3 rows and 4 columns. Likewise, it can displace what is called as number of rows and columns with the shape, that is 3 comma 4. Remember this one. Next, one more important method in NumPy is rand method. Rand method. This rand method is having another package called as random of NumPy. That's why the syntax is numpy.random.rand. Returns an array of given shape filled with random values. Okay, let's run this program. Okay, for example, numpy dot, we're having the method called as random dot. In this, we're having method called as rand of. I want to display the random, for example, 10 values. Okay, then try to execute this one. You get in the 10 random values, 0.2, 0.8, 0.8, 0.4, any random values. Okay, any random values. Clear. For example, if I want to display np dot, okay, random of rand, okay, of, here I am providing the shape. Okay, for example, 3 rows and 4 columns. Let's try to run this one. Let's see. First row, second row, third row. Each row contains which one? 4 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. So if you want to generating the a random values with some specified shape or with some specified values, then we are using this rand function. We're using this rand function. Okay, that is about the random function. Like log space is one more method. If you want to display some logarithmic value from starting, from stop, number, endpoint, the only difference between line space and log space is here we are providing the base parameter, then type. Okay, so here we are providing the base 10. So the line space is displayed with logarithmic value with base 10. Okay, it's base 2 or any base we are providing similar to line space. Okay, for example, base 10, 1 to 10 with 5 samples with the base 10. That means log 1 to the base 10. Next is 5 means log 2 to the base 10. Finally, log 10 to the base 10. Those values are displayed here. Okay, that is about